There's a level of intentionality that we follow to deliver excellence, because we want you to leave and say, these people are serious minded people, I want to work with them. We're not there yet. I'm not speaking from a place of someone who has arrived. I'm very far in my journey, but I know there are people who are still on the come up, who are aspiring immigrants, and who, aspiring immigrants, who are aspiring entrepreneurs, who I want to talk to today and say, hey, you can build something special, but you have to be intentional about it. So question is, do you have systems in place? Right? Do an audit. How do people find you? Do you have any partnerships? Start delegating. What things can I take off my plate so I can have more time in my hands to do the thing I love? Explore, diaspora friendly tools, right? You can, if you go on Fiverr, you see a lot of people from different countries. You can narrow the search to your own home country, right? If you're like from Nigeria, like I do, now I have, a couple of interns who help with our websites, managing that, all of that. But then I'll go and I'll filter for just Nigeria on Fiverr, and I've hired freelancers to build our websites from Nigeria, to do landing pages, set up, go high level, do those type of things for us. Because I want to, these guys feel excited about working with their people. I'm happy to. This money is going towards somebody back home that is making one life better. So explore those platforms, Fiverr, Upwork, there's so many of them. Even look for referrals within AIM. There are people who do this, right? We have one of our community partners who started the business to match, entrepreneurs with talents from back home, right? So I can connect to people like that if you are interested. But let's start, exploring these opportunities. Start thinking of your business beyond just a one-man show. Remember, growth is not about doing more, it's about empowering others to help you do better. All right, I'll wrap it up here today. I've gone a bit longer than I planned to go today, but I hope you gained some value out of this. Please, if this has been something that you've gained from when you watch this on YouTube, subscribe. When you see this on LinkedIn, make sure you forward it along, share this with your people, subscribe, join the African Collective. Next week is going to be another exciting topic, but I want to quickly, before I close, talk about our upcoming event in October, our Advocacy and Policy Conference, October 25th, 10 a.m. at Georgia Tech. We'll be having our first ever Advocacy and Policy Conference. How the laws that are made in the country affect us. Yeah, and I'm not just talking about federal government, at all levels of government, up to school districts and HOAs and all of the things. We need to, one of the things that set us back as immigrants is we're so immersed in survival, we're not paying attention to how things work and how things are done. And that's how we advance, by understanding the system. When you understand the game, you can play by the rules, you can win at the game. It's just, if you don't know the game you're playing, you can pretty much not win. So you'll always be playing from behind. And the Advocacy and Policy Conference is really targeting, bringing education to our doorsteps, equipping us with resources and tools and knowledge, to help us better understand the infrastructure of policy and advocacy, laws. We're talking on immigration, we're talking about different other things that affect us, just our daily lives. We have a lot of elected officials, we have people who are into advocacy and policy at a very high level who are showing up. The promotion is all over our LinkedIn, on our social media platforms. Please go and register. It's October 25th. If you're in Atlanta, we're going to be in Georgia Tech, but there's also a virtual component. If you are not local and you still want to be a part of this, even if you're not in the US and you want to be a part of this, it's okay, especially if you're aspiring to come here or to move to any country, that there's value, there's valuable insights that you can get. So that's my spiel today.